Way you feel when somebody rejects you or doesn't book a call with you as they said, or they ghost you after you made an offer, the way you feel is a sign from the universe to check in with something. It's a pattern interruption. It's like a big stop sign to say, like, let's just look at this. So let's break this down so that you actually get the meaning behind what has happened and how you feel. Hi, I'm Anna. I'm a highly sensitive entrepreneur and mother, and I'm here to guide you through embracing your sensitivity as your greatest gift in personal life as much as in business. So let's break down what it means if you feel contraction or doubt, or you just feel really bad because that person ghosted you or said no to whatever you had offered them. And before we jump into what it means, the first thing, and this really applies always, so what it means is pause. It is a sign for you to stop what you're doing. It's a pattern interruption to stop and look at what is just happening here and what this makes you feel. Because the things that it brings up in you, the feelings, the pictures, the memories, this means something. And then we go like specifically into what it means based on your actual individual experience. But first, if something like this comes up and you feel rejected or ghosted or wonder why nobody is answering, why nobody is actually like accepting your invite to whatever you're inviting them to, it means pause for a second and reflect back. That's your actual job in that moment. Not following up, not doubting yourself, definitely not changing your offer or reducing your prices or whatever might have crossed your mind. And that's totally normal, by the way. But your only job in this moment is to pause. And from there on, we can go into multiple directions. And I'll share the 3 most common ones with you in a second. First thing that this could mean is that this person is not aligned with you anymore. That this means you need to check in. Why did you want to offer in the first place to that person? Is this really aligned, or maybe did it happen out of a lack of you needing the money or your ego kind of needing the validation? Is there something that tells you that this isn't the actual person you want to work with, and your higher version, your next best version of yourself doesn't want to work with? That's one direction we could go. The second one is that you check in with your energy and see if there is something that you need to get straight for yourself first. And no, that's not the same one as point 1, because this means, like, especially if it happens often, like it does for me at the moment, it could mean that you're in a pivot, that you're in such a moment of change that a lot of things fall apart or are kind of on pause until you are sure again which direction you want to go, which identity, which version of yourself is actually emerging out of that pivot, of that quantum leap. So this might just be an invitation for you to check in and see, like, am I really want to going that way? Is this really, am I really the one who wants to go there? Or is that an old version of me that I am in the process of letting go? So first one, check in if that client is fitting with you still. Check in with your integrity, like, did you offer out of lack or out of scarcity? And check in with you if it's actually you still who offered this, or if it's an old version. And the third thing that happens, especially for highly sensitive people a lot, is that your nervous system contracts, didn't feel safe with whatever happens, maybe because you're in such a time of change and everything's unfamiliar, and it's kind of an on hold for your nervous system so that you get space to breathe, to adjust to whatever happens in your business, in your private life, in the world right now, and only then things are moving forward. Like kind of a signal that is on red for a second, and it doesn't mean anything else is wrong, it just means you need time to integrate. So for this one, just pause, just wait, just embrace that there's a pause, and don't let it mean anything about you, about your work, about your worth, about your value. It's just a pause. It's a red light that will turn into green any given moment, and then everything's good to go. And with all of these three, the most important thing here is really that you anchor yourself back into the certainty that things are working out. If it's not that client, it's another one. If this person rejected you, there's something better coming, a relationship that is fitting much more the version that you're becoming. And if it's not now, then it's at another time. What is time, anyways? It's all to your best, and having that certainty, being reminded of that certainty, is maybe the most important thing that you could ever do in any situation that you filled out. Do the exact opposite. Lean into certainty. And if all of this made your head spin and you have no idea how to interpret the sign, then let's talk. You can just book a one-on-one session with me, and I'll go through that with you and really reverse engineer and look into what actually happens in your life. I know, especially when you're starting, it's kind of overwhelming. So get some support, send me a DM or a comment here, and we'll talk through it. We'll find your next step so that you can access that certainty again. I'll hold it for you until you can do it yourself. Love you.